Well, I'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Sadiq Ali. I am the author of Millionaire Manners. And our subtitle, of course, is The Men's and Boys Guide to Social Grace in the New Age. You would think after I've said the title that many times, I wouldn't have to look at the cover of the book, but inevitably, when the camera's on and there's people out here, then you get a little nervous. But it's my pleasure to be here at the Baltimore Book Festival 2014. So just a quick intro for me is that I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, and also I'm the founder of Millionaire Manners Academy, which is our training organization. And our whole objective is to teach life skills and career advancement through a framework of great personal and professional etiquette. So it's something that's very, very near and dear to me. It's a subject that I've studied and worked on for close to 10 years. So, when the idea came to me to write the book, it was something that came pretty naturally to me, because the book is all about, again, teaching our young people, in particular our young men, about how to build confidence and how to navigate in certain, could be potentially touchy social situations. So that's what the book is full of. And a lot of times life's success and success in our own careers can sometimes be attributed to those very, very tiny differences that we make in our personality. So in the book, we talk about some of those really unseen, unheard, untaught. So on the back of the book, I call it Unlocking the Secrets, because again, there's just secret things. There's an entirely different world of information that, again, sometimes it's simply not told to us. So I've pulled the curtain back off the wizard, so to speak, and let out a lot of those secrets. I also give the example, one of the titles that I left out of my introduction is I'm also a college professor. So I actually teach some courses at my alma mater, Morgan State University. Go Bears. And also over at Coppin State University, I'm actually in the process of teaching 2 courses at the moment, which is business communication, something I'm very passionate about, but also principles of management. So I have a background, my corporate background is in management and leadership at a retail level. But one of the things that I tell my students all the time is that the managers and the leaders of most organizations are usually not the most technically proficient. And in some cases, they're actually the worst. But what makes the difference sometimes, and those folks being in charge of everyone else, is sometimes those unspoken rules. It's their skill with people that they've mastered. So I like to think, again, of this book being the key and a secret to some of those situations that really arise quite frequently. So the name of the book, once again, is Millionaire Manners. Millionaire Manners. And you can find us on all the different social media outlets as well. So on Twitter, we're Millionaire Manners. Facebook, Millionaire Manners Academy. And also on Instagram, it's also at Millionaire Manners. So there's just a couple of other points that I wanted to kind of bring up to you all in relation to why I wrote the book and some inspiration behind the book. But one of them in particular is the thought of building a kinder, gentler society. As we know, as it stands right now, almost all world religions, I was having a conversation with a gentleman over at the table earlier, all religions almost teach the exact same thing. So when I go into a chapter in the book, our introductory chapters, chapters 1 and 2, we talk a lot about spirituality and the fact that manners and morals go hand in hand. Manners and morals go hand in hand. And truly, the marrow, as they say, the marrow of manners is truly spirituality and having a connection to something that's greater than yourself, which is one of the main reasons that we want to be in the habit of treating other people well. One of the other concepts that I talk about in the book is the concept of, again, manners being simply a mirror or a reflection of how you truly feel about yourself, how that's manifested to the next person. So when I'm treating somebody poorly, or if I'm not treating someone with regard, number one, I'm disregarding that person's humanity, but also secondly, I'm letting the world know that deep down internally, there's actually another issue with myself that chances are I haven't come to grips with. So that's why I've broken the book down. I've created an entire framework around the concept. We call it the AIM philosophy. That's AIM, and that is attitude, that's image, and that's manners. Those are actually the 3 sections that the book is broken down into. Attitude deals with the internal, which again it's all about thought process. It's all about self-image, how I feel about myself, etc. The image deals with the external, my presentation to the world, how I show the world how I feel about myself. And then the manners are the actions, which are the manifestation of the other 2. So under the AIM philosophy, which is the same framework that we train in Millionaire Manners Academy, we base almost all of our personal etiquette and life skills training around. But it clearly indicates and it clearly shows other folks who are looking at me how I feel about myself. So manners, pardon me, are simply a mirror of how you feel about yourself, and all that information is reflected